Hi there, thanks for joining me again. I want to wish you and all my family and friends a very happy Sabbath. And here in Florida and around the United States, baseball season is fully underway now, which has me remembering way back when I was in the 6th grade, the one year I got to play Little League baseball. It was the only year I got to play, and so when I was playing, the kids I was playing with and against had been playing for a few years, so needless to say, I was inexperienced. I wasn't that good at all. As a matter of fact, my whole Little League baseball career, I only got one base hit, and ironically, my parents were at every single game except the one game where I got a base hit. And so that's how my Little League career went. But there is one story from my Little League career that still haunts me to this day. One day, one game, I had made it by a walk or error or something, maybe it was the base hit I got, to third base. And while I was on third base, the batter was squaring to bunt. And since he was getting ready to bunt, the infield went way in. Well, that allowed me to take a huge lead off of third base. So I'm already standing like halfway home. And the pitcher pitched the ball, the batter didn't hit it, so the catcher just kind of lobbed it back to the pitcher. And when he lobs it back to the pitcher, I'm already standing halfway home because the infield had come way in for the bunt. When that happened, I thought to myself, if that happens again, when the catcher gets ready to toss the ball back, if I just break for home at that moment, I can steal home easy. But the problem was my coach didn't tell me to do it. And like I said, I wasn't a good player. And I thought to myself, if I get thrown out, I'm going to look like the biggest fool in the world. My coach is going to be mad. My teammates are going to be mad because I tried something that I wasn't even told to try. Well, now, as I look back, I realize I could have stolen home plate very easily if I had just tried. But here's the thing though, whether I had made it or not, which now I'm pretty sure I would have made it, if I had just tried, I wouldn't have spent all my adult life haunted by the fact that I could have done something if I had just tried. I mean, every baseball season I think about this. If I just tried, I would have made it. And even if I didn't, I would at least know now if I would have made it or not if I had just tried. Now, baseball is just a silly game. But I'm thinking also about opportunities that we have to share Jesus with people. I'm thinking about just inviting somebody to church tomorrow. You know, oftentimes when I talk with people that say, oh, I want to invite my neighbors to church, but I'm afraid they'll say no. Well, at least you can try and you'll find out. Don't spend your life wondering what might have been. Go ahead and try. Go ahead and invite your neighbors, invite your friends to church. You'll be surprised how many people will actually come. And by the way, again, it was just a silly game. And I'm still wondering if I would have made it or not, and thinking I should have at least tried. And it kind of haunts me when I think about that. But you know what I do not want haunting me? The thought that somebody would have come to Jesus if I would have just given the invitation. You see, my coach wasn't telling me to go. He wasn't telling me to try to steal home. He wasn't telling me to try. But Jesus is telling us to try. Jesus is telling us to give the invitation. And as I look back, I think my coach would have appreciated the fact that I had taken some initiative and tried. But even so, the fact of the matter is, Jesus is telling us to give the invitation. How people respond is their choice. It's up to us to give that invitation to go ahead and try. And again, many times we think, well, I'll be rejected. You know, I'll be rejected 1,000,000 times if just one person accepts that invitation to know Jesus for all eternity. You know, sometimes we meet rejection and we think we're not making a difference. Reminds me of a story about a boy that was walking along the beach, and some starfish, hundreds of starfish, somehow had been washed up on the beach. And so the boy was taking them and throwing them back in the water when a man walks by and he tells the boy, there's hundreds of starfish here. They're going to die before you get to them. There's too many here. You're not going to make a difference. A little boy picks up another starfish, tosses it in the water, and tells the man, I just made a difference for that one. Friends, let's make a difference. Don't spend the rest of your life haunted by the fact that somebody could have known Jesus if you had just tried and given the invitation. Let's invite people to know Jesus this Sabbath. I want to encourage you. If there's been a neighbor or a friend on your mind, pick up the phone, give them a call, go see them, invite them to your church this Sabbath. Go ahead and try. Happy Sabbath, and God bless you.